You're like, I don't care.
Well, I was just realizing, oh yeah, I updated mine a while ago, also in D&D Beyond. In my defense, I did that because remember, Roll28,
all of the character sheets.
Yeah, so
Not all of them.
all of the ones that matter to me, which is mine. Mine was gone.
I spent a lot of time porting your character over manually. Damn it.
I know. which is why what I was thinking, I'll send you separate, just the link to her page so you have it without having to fuck with Roll20 again. But up to you.
I think for the module, I'm just going to continue to trust you guys, I guess.
How do that?
But after this module, if I'm still running Monday nights and I'm running a custom campaign, then trust is gone because I need to be able to plan ahead.
Got to get some ghost twerking in there.
Right?
It's apparently the only way to go.
All right. Did we lose Terry? Is Terry still here?
I can't see him.
Yeah,
Smile, Terry.
Black.
Smile. I can't see your teeth. No.
That was happening earlier where the camera was just going black and then he came back and that happened a couple times.
Yeah, that happened to Scott too, but I thought Scott was messing around with his...
oh, no, I was definitely messing around with my camera settings
good.
before.
Okay. Well, since I was
Oh,
going to...
no, he's gone.
Yeah. I didn't want to have to do the recap twice, so maybe we'll give them 2 minutes and then...
That's fine.
Eh? Oh. Ah. Ah.
What's up?
He's thinking about it.
Maybe.
His box reappeared on the screen. It vanished.
Wait,
and
Scott, can you hear Terry?
I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I cannot see or hear him. I have a black square.
Same.
That's weird. It's been working really well for him.
I don't know.
Can anyone else see or hear him?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Which leads me to think it's clearly something on his end. Not connectivity, because he seems to be connecting fine, but maybe... Is he on a laptop?
Is he still at school? Scott?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be there
Yeah,
for like a
he's
long
still
time.
at school.
Okay.
So
Then,
like March 6th or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, he probably has spotty internet even if he can connect then.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So.
Well, I go back to work on Thursday.
Ooh, are you terribly excited or what?
I'm not nearly as going out of my mind as I thought I would because a lot of it's actually been pain management and inflammation management.
Yeah.
But I am at that part now where I am starting to get stir crazy. Even though I know when I go back to work, I'm not going to really be all that useful because I'm still trying to get the mobility back in my shoulder and get the stretchiness there. And the stupid steri strips are still installed. They refuse to fall off on their own.
You should be painting and writing and doing cool things that don't involve the Coast Guard in all of your time.
That would be nice. I have not been able to do any of those things.
You can't paint left-handed? What the heck?
Just,
I did contemplate it.
that would be
But-
a cool experiment for something, actually. Like
I actually saw a post the other day about something like that.
expressionist.
It was, I think it was like a Calvin and Hobbes or a Katana where she was trying to do everything left-handed.
Oh.
I don't remember why, but all right. Well, we're gonna recap, and hopefully Terry pops in eventually anyway. And if not, well, don't die. So, you guys, I'll just recap with where we're at on this. You guys have delved beneath the spa, where you found the secret underground lair, or a secret underground lair, of the Cult of the Dead 3, which is mostly validated by the fact that you guys killed some necromites here last week in this chamber that you've holed up in as a camp in. Everyone remembers why you're here?
Yes.
Ah!
Eh,
All right.
We're trying
So-
down information, and this was the place where they were recruiting.
Broad strokes for the campaign.
Yeah.
You guys live in Boulder's Gate.
Yes.
Your crew has like a neighborhood that you kind of staked out as your own.
Yeah.
The city is currently in a high state of alarm and alert because of a huge swarm of refugees trying to get in from El Turel, which is a neighboring city that Boulder's Gate. It's like the opposite of Boulder's Gate. Boulder's Gate is like the corrupt Gotham, and El Turel was like the super religious shining bastion metropolis type thing. Supposedly, El Turel's gone. A bunch of refugees that were either outside the city survived it or witnessed it all like fled here in a panic, but the Flaming Fists Guild, that kind of is the mercenary guild that runs law enforcement for most of the city, is keeping them all out. One of their captains, Captain Zaj, asked you all to look into the activities of the Cult of the Dead 3, who have been taking advantage of the crisis to start a resurgence, if you will, of murder sprees around town and growing their cult for the Dead 3 gods, who are, in theory, dead. Bane, Mercule, and Cyric. And then, yeah, you guys did a bunch of investigating, found Captain Zaj's contact, helped her fend off some pirates. You found out that the spa was possibly being used as a front. Owned, and the spa, it was owned by someone fancy and rich. I'm blanking on the name now.
What this place is? Who this place is owned by?
Yeah, I know I had it written down here somewhere.
Owner of the bathhouse is
Van
Mortlock.
Pure or something like that.
It's the owner of the bathhouse is Mortlock, the oldest son of
Yeah.
Valdemara.
Yes, and oh look, there's a fun note.
Do I get a star?
Louis pretended to be Katie Derudin.
Yes.
So here's fun things. I wrote a bunch of notes that day.
Oh,
This
I forgot
paper
about
good.
that. That was really fun.
This one completely, you can see the smeared ink because the water rings from my drink overnight.
No.
So I've got like half of the notes that I took in that really fun session for like stuff to try and bring up later, but that page survived, and that's coming up accordingly.
The important bit.
Yeah. I was like, that's gonna come up. I already know where. So good times. So you guys basically spent a day at the spa relaxing, didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Had some unpleasant conversations with the hostess, who was very terse and not at all helpful. You guys came back at night, which it is presently night. The place was locked up tight, so you broke in. You made some friends upstairs, and eventually stumbled across a secret door in one of the massage therapy rooms that was during the day operated by a satyr and his old beat up carpet blanket. And they were obviously not there when you came back at night, and now you have plunged down into this dungeon of sorts. There is a lot of flooding because it's kind of on level with the sewers, and this is a coastal city. So that about wraps up all the highlights, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Questions,
This is
comments,
going to be a
concerns?
very weird question, and it has to do with Roll20. Does anyone know how to add expertise to a skill in Roll20?
Yes,
Isn't
I
that-
actually do. In Roll20, let's see here. So, like, if I were on you, character sheet, go to the gear, and then
Where's it at?
Oh, I think I see
on the
it.
bottom
Yeah.
left somewhere, if I remember right.
I got
Wait,
it.
yep, you found it. The skills that all say normal, you just change one of those to
Expertise.
yep, expertise.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. That's actually
I'm here
what
for
I
you,
wanted.
Scott. And I'll be here all day. I don't have to work tomorrow. It's Fat Tuesday.
Yay.
It's kind of big down here. Sector had off for all today for Mardi Gras parades, but not us. 20 minutes away, but we have to work. Okay. So yeah, you guys camped out in this little crypt. Was it a short rest or a long rest?
That I don't remember.
I have a burned hit dice, so I'm assuming it was a short rest.
Short rest. That
Mhm.
was probably much wiser.
We were
Yeah,
there
no.
was like a time component to this.
Yeah, there are very much time components.
And I do remember now that it was a short rest because Davari and I went back in here with the dead cultists, and I slept in the sarcophagus and you on the floor until Louis deemed we were well rested enough to be let out.
Right. That's right. He
I
locked us
remember
in.
that now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and one of you found 3 spell books in the
Oh,
the
yeah.
crypt, I believe correctly.
Um,
Or,
I do have
or
one of
each of
those.
you has one or something to that
Yeah.
effect.
yeah. Let me.
Well, 3 out of 4 of you have a spell book that was found.
I think I took the red one.
I don't have notes with color, but I have a note for 2 books, religious texts, not common or infernal. Both are in abyssal. One of which is the indoctrination to the cult of Dead 3. Is that from here or somewhere else?
I have red. I have. That one doesn't have a color. Personal rune on the owner burned in. Oh, umber. That one's got an umber Hulk skin cover. That's right.
Okay, that
And
indoctrination.
the other one is a scaly black reptile hide.
Okay.
I don't know who has which one, but those were found.
I apparently have the umber colored one because I took notes on that and not the other 2 colors.
Gotcha.
So we'll say
Yeah.
that.
I have the red one, but I don't know where my notes are for it.
I think because I am level 3, apparently, I'm going to go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on myself as part of my fiendish heritage. So
Sounds like a fun thing to do. How long does that last for?
an hour.
Okay. Very well. That's where you guys presently are.
All right. We had explored, we came from the north. We had started to go. Didn't we decide not to go east?
Well, you've explored both east and west to the point of finding that there's water in both directions.
Okay, that's what it was.
And basically, you guys apparently have aversions to water and keep
East
running.
Sewage water, yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone remember if we decided which way we wanted to go next? Because I don't remember. Do we want to flip a coin? Roll a D2.
I'm good one way or the other. Whatever the group decides.
Do the paths, there are 2 sets of stairs to the east and 1 to the west. Is that indicative of is there a slope getting down there?
I'm sorry, what are you asking if it's a slope?
The walkway to east versus west. I'm wondering if one goes further underground significantly more than the other.
They both have stairs leading down.
But the one to the east has 2 sets is my question. Is that much further?
It's probably so yeah, the one going to the east probably does go down further.
Okay.
With a landing between 2 flights of stairs, whereas the one going to the west, you only see 1 flight of stairs. That's not to say that there couldn't be one further underwater, but
Right.
that's what you can see right now.
Right. With the information we have, I vote we go east just to make a decision. Let's go further down.
All right, I'm good with that.
And since we don't have a tank, who wants to go first?
I guess I will.
Didn't we? Okay, so.
Well, are we trying to be stealthy, or do you want someone to actually be like a meat shield?
Well, I think last time we determined by who has the most hit points. Currently, I have 37 hit points.
Yeah, I think we determined that the elderly gentleman in the group has the most staying power.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Louis first.
That's
Wait,
just
how do you?
a scary set of events.
Wait, what's my?
Well, I have a max HP of 27. I just cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 2nd level, so I have 37 hit points right now.
Yep.
Mine says I have 14. Does that sound right to everybody?
Not
That
at
doesn't
2nd
sound
level.
right.
Mine's at 20, so
We're at 3rd level. That doesn't sound right to me for me to
Yeah.
have 14. I'm gonna figure that out while Louis leads. I
Yeah.
thought I fixed that.
I have a really good Constitution modifier. Is the other reason I have so many hit points.
I don't, but still. Okay. So yes, let us begin the.
Okay, so we're going east.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you moving stealthily at all, or not? How did you
I
guys?
thought the me walking extremely slowly was indicative of that.
Okay. Well, I'd like some rolls at some point from you then before I start revealing things.
That's a whole of 11.
Everyone else too, please.
For
Oh
stealth?
God,
Mm-hmm.
Why?
we're all gonna.
Okay.
Yuck. Let's see, where's my stealth?
Oopsie. Good thing I'm not.
Awesome, I did pretty good.
You wasted
Comparatively, at least, you did good.
I imagine I'm like chanting to myself as we walk, and it's echoing down the halls, and it's just not helpful at all.
Combine that with my armor. Clank, 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 clank.
Maybe that's why the pattern of your footsteps sounded like music, and I was like, oh, I'll sing along.
I can go with that.
Yeah. Making music. All right, where are we going?
Hey, my arm stopped.
I'll go
hurting.
there.
Okay. I would also like a perception check from you, Mr. Louis.
Yeah, okay.
Don't sound too excited about it.
Ooh. You hear voices.
Well, that's obvious, but what do I actually
You hear voices that are not your companions being goofy behind you.
Goofy.
I just assume anytime I hear voices, it's Odd and Lolo trying to mess with me. But...
Right? This does not sound like either of them, however.
Does it sound like it's coming from inside your head?
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
Well, I'm revealing what you can see from where you're at now that you've moved. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, you'd be able to see the whole way there.
More nasty water. Okay.
Yay! We are so getting foot rot.
Well, also, because I have Armor of Agathis on it, I imagine, like, the water probably is colder
Oh, goody.
that I've stepped in.
So it's like
Awesome.
sludge sewage.
Mhm.
It's not just what would be
It's
worse
like a
than
slushy.
hot?
You're like walking in a slushy behind him.
I do feel like hot would be worse though, so I'll appreciate the cold. That's my choice as a person. I'll take cold better.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, I'll turn and do a librarian, like, shh, and point to my ear.
I actually do this.
And then I will move forward to here and just kind of peek around this corner.
Very well. Can you give me another perception check, please?
Sure.
Damn it.
Wow, I'm rolling pretty well on my perception checks, considering I have a +1 on this.
So, give me a second here because I'm going to have to do some multiple reveals to get your line of sight going.
Oh, goody. Yay.
Yeah. You know.
Someday, when I'm doing a dungeon crawl like this and I'm DMing it, I want to have people do checks for everything when there's nothing there. I want that just at some point.
Just to ingratiate the sense of paranoia.
Yeah.
You don't do that already.
Tucker does that all the time. Like when he's GM, yeah, he'll be like, "Roll this," and we roll. He's like, "Okay," and then nothing ever comes up. We're just like, because we're all freaked out because
It's just like having a screen.
That's what I want
My
to do.
favorite is to make all you guys make wisdom saves and then
Not tell
Okay.
you what.
Yeah, and then not say anything.
Well, it's even better when only one of you gets to know what happened, Shayna. And she's secretly a bad guy for like 4 sessions before she has to do something or die.
I have to sit there at the table and text him like, "Okay, what am I doing now?" And like,
She got
practicing.
what are those things called? The brain that looks like a dog.
Devourer.
Yeah, so an intellect devourer actually took over her character in my last tabletop game,
Good night.
and she played like she was the intellect devourer, now driving herself for a good 4 sessions before that became pertinent.
Okay.
In the explosive way.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of
Sorry, I had something to read.
Oh,
I had something to read to you. Sorry, I
Okay.
got distracted reliving that. All right. So the eastern part of this room where you are at is unlit, flooded, and braced with floor-to-ceiling wooden beams. Rough-hewn steps rise out of the water, out of the murky water to the western portion of the room, which is dry and lit by 2 torches and sconces that flank a stone altar. Shackled to the wall behind the altar is a sickly man in a loincloth with a burlap sack over his head. An alcove in the north wall, which you can't see, sorry, skipping that. Standing before the altar are 2 grim figures, a powerfully built woman clutching a mace in her black right gauntlet, and an even bigger man wearing a bucket helm. The helmed man is jabbing the prisoner with a spear, causing him to twitch. Both figures are clad in chainmail, and the woman also carries a wooden shield with a leering skull painted upon it that you can barely see in the torchlight there. You can hear the voices that you heard. It sounds like they're questioning this gentleman with the burlap sack over his head.
Okay. I'm going to kind of duck towards my compatriots. Just like 3, or hold up 3, and then I'm like, and then point back at the other side, and then I'm going to like make this weird. I'm gonna grab like a sack and put a sack over my head real quick, and then.
If you all want to roll insight checks for yourselves to see if you think you understand what he's telling you, that's totally up to you.
Absolutely.
I'm just amused because I'm just like, why is
shit.
he just not talking to us in his head?
No. So
I don't have any of the psychic abilities.
No, but we could talk to each other.
he does. We don't have him connected right now, but I'm leaning over Odd's shoulder, watching all this, and I go, "You want us to be 3 times as quiet as we are now, and someone to wear the sack? Do I have to? I don't want to wear the sack. Can you wear the sack? You already have it."
Are you talking out loud, or are you remember my head?
We'll say in your head. For the sake.
So the other 2 don't know that you're having that conversation with him.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no. There's 3 people. One of them has a sack on his head.
Oh, and I'll say that out loud, and I'll just nod and go, okay, and I'll look at the other 2, just shh.
And then hold up 3.
Yeah, I go, shh. There's 3 people. One of them has the bag. I think that's a revelation.
And then I'm gonna look back and I'm like, gonna give the universal
Autobots. Let's try and not murder a hostage. Oh, that was pillars too. I was wondering. I was like, is that just a very tiny hallway?
Okay. And then I'll bet. And then
that was trying to keep the pillars POV'd, but yeah,
that's fair.
I revealed them.
Okay.
When he does that, though, I will cast where'd my sheet go? I'll do my armor as well, because he's wearing armor. I want to wear armor.
So
I have mage armor and armor of Agathis on, so it's
so is that odd between the 2 of you now?
Yes.
Odd. The slush that you were standing in just got even colder.
It's icy. Like a fresh Slurpee, not an aged Slurpee. Like right out the machine.
So it's cast at 2nd level, so that means that it's actually 10 hit points, not 5 hit points, by the way, Jana.
Oh, why does mine say at 3rd level?
Because we get it at 3rd level.
Right. You got that ability
It
when
says
you're
at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I did that when I made your character sheet because you weren't there yet, but I positioned it so that when you did hit 3rd level, it would already be there for you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So it's
I
10
am
HP, not
super
5.
useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10.
Yeah. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and actually I'm going to turn back and do right. Like, you want me to try to talk to him?
Shrugging in your head. Sure. Do they look like the talking type? I mean,
Well, they're talking right now.
Well, don't be rude and interrupt, but maybe if there's like a lull in conversation, jump in.
Okay, I am going to. Again, I'm not particularly stealthy.
It's like, excuse me, we're lost.
And I'm going to try to be like try to get close enough to overhear their conversation. Just slowly.
Give me another stealth roll.
Excuse me, sorry to be a bother. Just wondering.
11 again, unless I have disadvantage because water is a 9.
I'm gonna let it fly because they are actively looking the opposite direction and interrogating somebody.
Fair.
So I'm gonna consider that a wash on your advantage and disadvantages. And they're not expecting trouble because this is their place.
It's their
So as you get closer, and the man with the bucket helm gives the prisoner another good jab with the spear and opens up yet another slash across his ribs. You hear the muffled voice of the man in the burlap sack. I swear, I don't know him. And there's another slash. They're like, please, I told you, I've never even heard of this Katie DeRudin guy. And the woman actually looks at the bucket helm man and she says, I hate liars. And she backhands the guy in the burlap sack like across the face with her blackened mace, with her blackened gauntlet. And she says, you were seen not 15 feet from him when he left. You know who he is. We know you know. And you have so much to lose. And that's what you've heard thus far.
Okay, I'm gonna like, I guess they're looking for me. And I'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. If you have questions for me, just ask them. You don't have to do all this roughing up people bullshit.
And the two of them like turn, and the woman's face is definitely registering shock. The bucket helm is utterly impassive as to what it's thinking or feeling because it's eye slits in a bucket. and the woman takes wrong tool. I need a selector.
What tool?
Yeah, I had the revealer on. She steps forward just to hear, and she kind of levels her mace, and she's like, Who are you? And what are you? Who are you?
I am the one. I am the one you call Katie DeRudin.
And the bucket helm actually you could see it it kind of moves back in shock, and he turns sideways, but it's like one of those. His whole body has to pivot because of the armor, and he off the table there that's between them and the guy they've been interrogating. He lifts up a piece of paper, and he then turns, and he holds it up so that it's beside you, in his view. And you see the bucket helm kind of going back and forth as he's comparing the picture. He goes,
I will go ahead and I will look at the picture and try to make. I'll try to make the same expression that's on the picture.
Which I assume is one of you scowling. Grumpy old man.
It's actually a pretty good reproduction of your face when you were talking to the hostess.
Okay. So I just look confused.
Yeah. So
no, I look haughty during that thing. I just look very
that just turned into an initiative round.
I was gonna say, can I shoot them now?
You can roll initiative because they just yelled, "Seize him!"
I didn't want to interrupt. I want to shoot them.
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna have to wait.
What is up with that?
I was gonna shoot them while they were
it's
talking.
Shayna rolls. It's
like a really rude person.
So also Becca rolled. She actually rolled better than I did, and
And because I was making fun
How
of
do
you.
you have? Oh yeah. Why do you have -1? Oh, your armor.
I'm like super
Her dex
klutzy.
is super bad.
I forgot about that. I was like, wait a second. Everyone's rolling like me tonight. What's up, guys?
Yeah, that's a 3, by the way, because I have a +2 on my initiative. So.
Oh, God. Well, so do I.
Awesome.
Can we get pity mulligans?
Hey, my perception roll was really good.
You got a couple really good perceptions in a row right after that stealth.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. The book thing had scrolled and it wouldn't let me grab the scroller, so now I need to roll some initiatives.
What was the fake name? Jason Derulo? That's all I thought.
Katie DeRudin.
Katie DeRudin, because I can't pronounce Derudin, so it's Derudin.
I'm gonna write Derudo because I don't know either. It's just you're Katie Derudo. Louise alias.
So let's see here. Lolo got a 7.
Yeah. Did you use that alias anywhere other than the bathhouse? No, right?
No, because it was
It was
me.
just
It was
beginning.
me making fun of Chester because I was trying to figure because I think he asked for a Forgotten Realms name and I couldn't.
This is close enough. Just mash
Yeah.
syllables.
Because I was trying to, it was because I was trying to name drop somebody. That's what was going on.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
wanted to
any.
name drop somebody important, and I said who? Ivari's fort. Man, your guys' initiatives are wicked low, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're great at.
And they're like, who's first between Odd and Louis?
Odd. Would you have a preference?
Louis was a 5.
Yeah,
Odd's
mine
Yeah.
was a
11.
5.
Mine's the highest. That was his stealth roll.
Oh yeah. Wait. What are you talking about? What was the? Oh yeah. There's the 11.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah, no.
stupid low. That the initial roll that was stealth. I have an initiative of 5. I'm
God,
slightly faster than Devari.
The fact that with a 7, I'm second to go says something about the quality of the rolls we're working with right now.
I'm pretty sure you are the 4th to go. I'm pretty sure.
I had a
You
7.
would be incorrect.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is armor guy as slow as I was hoping? I'm thinking Buff Chick's going to be a little speedy, but I'm thinking he's
I
kind of.
will say the Buckethead did in fact roll a 1 for his initiative.
Yes!
Yes.
There is a
The other
god.
one, however, did not.
That's okay.
All right. So, the lady with the black gauntleted fist and shield is up first. I have to minimize.
And she was
all these so
wielding
that I
a mace,
can
right?
find tokens. What's that?
She was wielding a mace, right? And him a
She
spear.
is. She has a mace and a shield. Buckethead has the spear.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's what I said.
So she charges forward to there, and
Uh-oh.
she is going to make an attack on
You trip.
on. Just say that later. Comment. Okay.
My question is
You
who
said your
tapped?
AC is higher than 15, correct?
My AC?
Yes.
No. My AC is a 14.
Okay. Well, you took 6 bludgeoning as she just took that mace and just slammed it right against your upper chest. Like she's not.
but she takes 10 cold, so
Very well. Just flat 10.
yeah, flat 10.
You hear her hiss as soon as that hits.
Haha.
Yeah, like she was not expecting that shocking jolt of cold. Man, there's no save on that or anything. That's awesome.
No, Armor of Agathis is really good until it
Until it's not.
until it goes away, which is I only have. So she hit me for 7. You said
6 bludgeoning.
6. Okay, yeah.
So for
I
4
did that
more.
math.
For one more hit at least then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll get another hit, but the problem is it's not that great of a spell if they can knock off all the temporary hit points in one attack.
In one hit that does sense.
Yeah. So Lolo,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay. No, I'm not. Yeah, it's odd.
I'm 11.
Odd is 5 and you is 7.
No,
No.
Lewis is 5. Odd is
Odd
11.
is-
Oh wow, my bad.
You just don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I remember when I said you guys had like the same initiative. Like I even verbally said it when I put it in the iPad here.
Oh,
Yeah,
we thought you had missed you'd put Louis down at 11.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you both had 5s, and then it was like 7, 5, 5, and 4. I was like, wow, you guys are all right together. Like, that was
Okay. Yeah, that was
All right.
miscommunication.
very
Yeah.
well. I apologize. Odd with initiative count of 11.
All right.
You are up, good sir.
Well, she swung at my grandpa, and I'm not happy about that. So I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on her.
Ooh.
How dare you hit my grandpappy?
Wisdom
Right.
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Love Dissonant Whispers.
That would be a 20.
Well, she succeeds, but she still takes half.
Okay.
So 3.
So 3 damage for her.
Yep.
Very well. So you see her just kind of. She went from the cold to the splintering voice of Odd's torturous cacophony rings through her skull. Anything else from you, good sir?
No, I think I'm good right where I am.
In the distance,
Yeah.
not near anything. Yeah, fair.
Wow.
I'm a spellcaster.
Wow. That's crazy.
I've got my cold armor on.
That brings us to Lolo. Now it's your turn. And initiative 7, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna pretend, I guess, that since I did cross the room without notifying you, we could say that's my movement. So
Yeah.
I went from the corner back here by Odd across.
Okay.
My bad. I forgot to point it out because then all of a sudden there was a scene. And I'm going to do Dissonant Whispers on Buckethead. Oh, it went away. Come back. No. Spell. Cast at what level? Oh, I forgot it does this. There we go. I did the thing.
You did the thing. And he rolled a 14.
Yes. Okay. So I can't think of what song I would use, but I will overwrite a song essentially with just the lyrics like "Get away from my grandpa, how dare you? You leave my grandpappy alone."
Grandpa got ran over by a reindeer.
So I'm gonna run you over right back.
something like that. It'll be a good
Something
time.
like that. I don't know the Christmas.
I'm not a bard in this game, so you'll just have to bear with it.
I can rewrite it as a dream song.
Okay.
Right.
Anything else from you, Lolo?
I can't. So no.
All right. Louis.
Now, it's not nice to hurt your elders. I suggest, I'm casting a suggestion, you sit down, take off your armor, and we can talk about this.
Back in my day, we respected our elders.
Which one's Louis doing this to?
Actually, the male, the bucket head.
The guy in the bucket helmet?
Yeah.
He rolled a 19.
That succeeds.
Sorry.
And then I will be like, Tafari, I could really use your help in bonus action and give her inspiration. Like, I think this is more of a you, not a me situation.
Nice. And I guess that brings us to Davari.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'll go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's see, I think I can get up there in melee. It's difficult terrain through the water, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 10, 20, 30. I can get there, and I'll go ahead and pull back with my own mace, and I am not going to actually mimic this with my arm. Bad, Becca. Bad. And I'm going to say the Morning Lord wants you to back down, and I will smash her in the face.
You don't need that thing.
Very well. Smash away.
+4. What's the Bardic?
A D6.
Thank you.
Are you adding? So you're adding? Oh, you're going to add that? Okay.
14.
A 14 is sadly insufficient. So she comes up from reeling from Odd's whispers to see your castigation in front of her from the Morning Lord, and basically that right black gauntlet that holds the mace pulls one of these as she deftly swings out of your way.
Okay.
You might have to blur that out for your stream. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Iron console.
Channel is not made for children. That actually helps keep us
Right.
on
YouTube.
the on YouTube on the rating.
Right.
I just realized since I succeeded on Buckethead, he needed to spend his movement getting further away from me.
Yeah, his reaction
Yeah.
immediately takes its movement.
He
Did
rolled
you-
a 14. The DC
Yeah.
was 14. You didn't succeed.
I thought
Right.
in a tie, the success goes to the attacker.
The success goes to who's ever making the roll.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, the Iron Console is up. He is going to first step forward to here, also on the steps, and he is going to attack our good friend here with his spear. Or did it not take? It did not take. For a attack of 17 for 11 piercing damage.
Ooh, okay. So he takes again another 10, but the armor of Agathis just shatters under his attack, and yeah, that hurt quite a bit.
And then, as the second part of his action, he uses his voice of command, which selects up to 2 allies, which he only has 1, within 90 feet, can hear its commands. Each ally can immediately use its reaction to make 1 melee attack. So the lady is going to take a rebuff swing against the Morning Lord lady,
Sweet,
who
sweet.
just got a middle finger, for AC 17 for 6 bludgeoning.
Misses.
There you go. Okay, and that brings us actually to her turn now, as that was that, and she is going to follow up swing. Ooh, critical, 25 to hit. So that's
Yeah, that one hits.
critical hit anyway, for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I need to do a Constitution saving throw to see if I keep up my.
Shield
Oh
of faith.
wow, yeah. Oh, great. I have shit con.
Sorry.
No, it
I
dropped.
told you it was a bad thing that Travis wasn't here. So what happened? You rolled a con for something.
So my Shield of Faith drops. So my
Gotcha.
AC is 18 again, not 20.
Okay. So that was the Fist of Bane. So we're at odd.
I'm going to hit him with Dissonant Whispers.
Wow. Why don't I roll this well when I'm a player? Like greens all over the place. 22.
All right, so half.
Yep. Nice. Still a good hit. For 5. You can see him like kind of moving. You feel like he went to snap his head in reaction and hit it on the inside of his helmet. But not much reaction beyond that.
We hear a soft gong.
Right. Anything else from you, Odd?
No.
All right, Logo.
I don't remember if you let me utilize it in this way, so I want to check first. When we use the invasive thoughts to connect to the mind, if I could use that as like a distraction or not.
So you want to confer advantage to somebody type deal?
Essentially, yeah. Because I'm
kind of okay with that.
Okay, because I was going to cast it on the lady, and basically to distract her, I'm going to start reciting everything that I can think of for my own cult, all of my mantras and stuff, because she got real upset about the religious thing earlier. So fucking bring it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do for that.
So
And
anyone attacking her this round will have advantage.
okay. Then, I don't have it on here. Shoot. Okay. So, sorry, half the problem is the spells that have remained on Roll20 versus the ones that I have fixed on D&D Beyond. So I was going to do then, where did it go? Mind Sliver on Buckethead, which is a disorienting spike of psychic energy. They make an intelligence saving throw. Which is,
17.
okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Never mind. And it doesn't look like anything happened.
20, sorry, because he's got advantage.
And I'll just copy and paste it because it doesn't look like anything happens if they succeed, which he did.
I need to figure out how to get tactical discipline on a player. This is nuts.
Right? Jeez,
They have advantage on all ability
on
checks
everything.
made during combat.
Unfair.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
that is-
die.
And
That
these are
is
mooks.
way too good.
I mean, they're named mooks, but they're mooks.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, the female is presently at she's without the advantage now because of Lolo's distraction canceling out her advantage.
So like a normal player again.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
you.
And
That brings us to Louis.
Louis is going to aim at this corner over here, and it's like, I think everybody just needs a nap, and then cast sleep at second level.
Okay.
So that's gonna catch the 3 NPCs and no one else. Hopefully, I roll enough that not only do I put to sleep torture guy, I get these guys too. 43 hit points.
And that starts with the highest and works its way down,
It
right?
starts with the lowest.
Lowest.
Starts with the lowest.
Works its
Okay,
way
so
up.
the prisoner's definitely out. He was.
He was probably bust up too if he was getting stabbed in the ribs.
And it's their current HP, not their max HP. So the 10.
He
Yeah.
probably
He's really beat up. We're hoping that he's kind of beat up.
he probably would appreciate the nap, honestly, like getting to sleep through it. He's like, all right, you guys take care of it.
Just hopefully these guys aren't
Actually-
elves. If they're
It
elves,
is actually
we're fucked.
not sufficient to take down the Iron Consul.
Either of them?
No, the female drops,
Okay.
and the guy that someone drew a Z through dropped. But the Iron Consul remains awake.
Okay, I'm gonna actually take the attack of opportunity because I need to back the hell off, and also kind of like, Davari, I know it was great last time, but I'm pretty sure you got this, and give her my last bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So that gives a attack for opportunity for the Iron Consul of AC 14 for 4 piercing damage.
That hits me because I have an AC of 14.
This is why I don't roll well when you're
Fortunately, sleep is not a concentration spell, so I don't have to worry about that.
Nope. So that is now Davari's turn.
Sweet. I will go ahead and step up here, look at him, and go, hey, sugar. And I will cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. So it's +5 to hit. All right, a D6.
Yeah.
I mean, you can wait until.
No.
Sorry.
And
This
that's a bonus action spell, so you can still attack.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm still going to attack. I'm going to go ahead and. Well, do I want to attack or do I want to do a cantrip Toll the Dead? Has he been injured?
He has been.
Oh, yeah, he has.
I'll go ahead.
His brain.
I'll go ahead and Toll the Dead then. And it's kind of like an awkward pointing at his face. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
This saving throw garbage on them is so annoying.
And this is not the first guy. The other guy at the first session had advantage on saving throws too.
So you lucked out on this one because
Yay.
even with advantage, he only rolled a 7.
Sweet.
Now let's see the 1d12. Not roll 1. Not roll 1.
12. Nice. What's the difference?
So yeah, it sounds like the bells of the church
Like,
ringing in his head.
his bucket helmet is like literally a church bell. Go!
Yeah.
It's like you see him type response as that is like in his entire head vibrating inside of that helmet right now.
Yay! I
And
did
it
something
is
that
turn.
was effective.
Did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, it is now his turn. To wake someone up, is that an action or is that
It is an action.
okay? So what he is going to do then is he is going to move. No, he's going to stay exactly where he's at. Actually, he's going to go ahead and kick.
Get up.
what's her name here, so that she wakes up, and then with his voice, oh, you know what? She wouldn't be able to attack from prone. Yeah, you can attack from prone, right?
Yeah, but they have disadvantage.
Which
Yeah.
she has advantage, so it just evens out. Okay. So she gets the reaction attack then. So he picks her and yells at her to get up and do it right. At which point she wakes up, sees Davari there, and without even standing up, just kind of does one of those total uppercuts from the ground, sewer water going with the tip of her mace up at your face.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Because, insult to injury, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and since she's just base without advantage anymore, that is a 7 AC for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Nope.
Had she still had advantage, it was 18. So you lucked out with the whole.
Jeez,
Okay. That makes it her turn now, anyway. So she's going to stand up on her turn, and she is going to take a swing at you again.
Damn.
So now she's not prone anymore, so she's at.
Advantage.
But Lolo's whispering in her ear, which brings that back to normal.
Okay.
So 15 AC for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Nope, misses.
Okay. That brings us to Odd's turn.
I'm casting Sleep right where they could catch them both again at second level.
Okay.
we have a technique now, fellas.
Dissonant whispers and sleep.
38.
Okay, so that does it still count the person who's already asleep, or does it just work with the two who are
doesn't
awake?
really say one way or the other on that. I think it ignores the ones I've always run. It ignores, but that's up to you as the DM.
We'll ignore the one. He only has 6 hit points anyway, so we'll ignore him and we'll go with her. So that's 12 plus 27. Oops, I didn't mean to say that out loud. 39. Oh, the iron console just barely.
Barely.
Again?
I almost knocked them both out.
I even told you the math before I did it, but yeah.
Yeah.
12 and 27 is 39.
Oh, that's so annoying.
38. So, yeah, the female again just drops. And at this point, the buckethead, he literally says, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
You have narcolepsy? What's happening here?
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
I'll do it again.
Right? Lolo, you're up.
All right. So since she's asleep, can I shift my brain whispering to Buckethead?
Wait a minute. Why did I go before Lolo?
It's a new turn, love.
You did it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he went Iron Console, and then he gave a reaction to the female, and then she had her actual turn.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. I get very confused.
Yeah, I should probably start using the initiative tracker on here to keep it clear, but I just put it on the iPad, and it's easier for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to shift my whispers. Same thing. Anti-Dead 3 religious spiel.
Mhm.
And for my actual attack, cast Chill Touch. I don't assume they're undead. Okay, because there's extra stuff if they're undead.
Nope.
But I'm rolling. Let's see. Okay. 14? Probably not. Yeah.
That's a wisdom or intelligence?
That's an attack.
That's just the attack roll.
Oh, an attack roll? Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. And for now that I'm done with that, with movement, I'll scoochy over here.
Scoochy.
I'm just gonna run up and back.
Okay. I'm going to cast all 3 of the people that I don't know, but I'm mainly focusing on the Iron Consult. And I will just start chanting Abyssal at him and cast Bane. So charisma saves all around.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Does that hit the sleeping one as well, or not?
Yeah, it doesn't do damage. It doesn't do damage. It's just
Okay.
I don't need 3 targets, but I figure if he's gonna wake her up again.
Yep. And the Iron Console rolled a 22.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Jeez.
this guy's a beast.
Yeah, for real.
I hate this guy.
Sucks.
That's what I got.
Even with disadvantage, he got a 22? Or
It
not
cancels
with
out.
disadvantage, but with regular attack.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
roll.
How'd the other two do? Did I get done?
Oh, I didn't. You said that they're both asleep, so I didn't bother rolling for them.
Well, yeah, but if he
Okay.
wakes her up again, I want her
So
to
the
have.
female is at regular roll is a 15.
That succeeds.
The other guy's just an NPC that doesn't have stats, so we'll say that he is afflicted by your face.
By pain.
We don't know who did that to you. I'm pretty sure it was one of these two.
Yeah, it was super weird.
Yeah, he's wearing a hood. He has no idea.
I
He just
have
heard
2 first
jump.
level spells left, by the way, guys.
And he probably doesn't speak Abyssal, so he doesn't know what the fuck's going on out there. But he's asleep anyway, so.
Hey, he's asleep. This is all just a really bad dream.
Right? Anything else from you, Louis?
Nope.
All right. Davari.
Okay.
Redemption.
Well, I hope so.
Get him. Get him.
Kind of
He doesn't have advantage anymore.
doesn't have advantage. All right, I will go ahead and use my bonus action to attack him with my holy weapon.
Okay.
19 to hit.
And 19 hits.
Yay!
Yay! Okay,
Hallelujah.
so should be a D8 plus 3. Seven points of damage.
We're whittling him down.
You are.
Thanks to Chester's mess up, we know that he's at 20.
Yeah, you know he's officially.
And hey, if you guys keep sleeping the way we've been, that'll take him out next time.
I don't have a second
Maybe.
level spell slots yet left.
Oh, oops.
I can cast at first level, but
Yeah.
So, how hurt are you guys?
I'm fine.
I haven't gotten a scratch yet. I'm good.
The only one that's gotten really damaged is me, and I had those temporary hit points, so you can't really.
Okay.
If you were
and-
to assign a numerical value to this, I am at 20 out of 27 hit points.
all right.
I love that my bullshit has caught on and everyone does it.
All right. I will hold off another round of using a healing spell then, though it's getting a little dicey on my side.
Alright, heal yourself as soon as you need.
Well, I can't use a bonus action, and I don't want to use more than a healing word right now.
That's fair.
I'm done.
You're not going
Oh.
to attack? You have
Oh,
your
wait.
regular action.
That's right. I still have my action.
I heard her say she was done. I don't know what you want from her. It's like chess. Her can't.
I'm
I didn't hear that.
That's a natural one. That's a natural one.
Martin, say that's definitely a miss.
Buster, what garbage hacks did you put in before we started? What is
Dude.
this?
I'm telling you, like the sheer
How
amount
dare.
of green on these rolls is just not fair because Daco rolls for shit every Saturday, except one time, and he's not going to let you live that down because that one time he soloed a purple worm in his head. Anyway, so that is Iron Console's turn, who will again kick.
Is she taking damage from these kicks? I feel like she should.
No, the way Sleep is worded, he just takes an action to wake her up.
Okay.
Right.
Damn.
And then he will use his commanding word so that she, in turn, again, groggy as all fuck, like doesn't understand what's happening.
But
Takes
swings
a clumsy swing at Davari. Lucked out. A 9 does not hit her.
Hey, good. Good, good, good.
So that puts us on her actual turn. And she's going to try again. So Davari, the woman is awake again. She rolled a 9 to attack you, and obviously that's a miss.
Mhm.
So now we're starting her turn.
Okay.
And she's standing up and taking a swing for AC 14 for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Nope. Still misses.
Anyway, she's back on her feet and like confused as all. She's very disoriented, but the voices have stopped, so that makes her a little happier. She doesn't
Do I
say
do
that.
I
You have no idea. But
do I see relief on her face as she wakes up and the voices are gone?
no, she just looks really disoriented, like groggy, because she has fallen asleep twice now, narcolepsy style,
Having a rough go of it.
and it like has gone from like owning this battle to like not being able to hit Davari at all. You know,
Get
this
down here so I can fight you.
heathen of the Sun Lord over here
I
She's-
just imagine there's
dating
like
her.
not damage, but she's in armor and she keeps on like collapsing to sleep. So like
Oh,
if she were to take
God.
off her helmet, she has like a broken nose and
Right?
probably
Okay,
covered in
odd.
whatever gross water this is.
Well, she's on the stairs technically. She didn't fall into the water, so
Oh, boo! Convenient. Drag her in the water.
they're holding those stairs intentionally.
Obviously.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Chester freeze?
He did freeze.
Chester froze.
Oh. The connection has
Uh-oh.
been really terrible on my end too.
Has it? Okay.
Keeps you guys in the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Well, we got him back. I got him back with tongue
got him
now.
back.
Oh, no, there he is. Okay. I got him back with a frozen image of his tongue out, and now it's back.
Nothing froze for me. I was moving. Y'all were moving. I don't know. You have me now? Everyone's
Yeah,
good?
we have you.
Yeah.
All right. So that left us at Odd's turn.
Oh, cool. Sleep.
Knock the ass out.
33.
And that's still slight, I think, because it's 12
Yep.
plus 20.
Yep, you're still one too low. So again, the woman collapses style, and the Iron Consul rebuffs you with his 1 hit point too many for this tactic every fucking time.
So I'm going to cast Sleep at first level, so we have to ignore it on this turn, except that I'm going to roll really low because it's going to be 5
Wait. No, sorry, that's inverted. You beat him by 1.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like,
And he's
if
a
I
12.
do my math right,
Yeah.
I
Nope,
beat
you're right.
him by 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
they're
Iron
both knocked
Consul.
out.
So he's like so ensconced in his armor that he just kind of slumps and doesn't act like his armor is holding him upright.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be like, you might want to
his
tie him up
arm
or
is
finish
kinda,
this.
like dropped and his head bowed. The woman's unconscious on the ground beside him. The prisoner is still just like out.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Do we tie them up, or do we drown them in the water?
I would tie them up first and
Then
drown them.
drown them.
Brown them in the water.
Yeah.
Tying
What's
them
up?
up should be first.
We're, by the way, canon, we're all saying this out loud. I reach over and high five Odd because, ooh, I got you. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and I also like
Also, I step over them rudely because they're just bodies in my way and I'll start tying up Chica over here.
Do you have rope?
Yes, of course I
Oh,
do.
okay.
we actually do have rope, so
In this campaign, we have rope.
I would like you to roll a sleight of hand check while you're tying, please.
That's rude
Why?
because I'm not good at it.
1 for each of them if you're tying up both of them.
Okay. If 2 of us work on each one, do we get advantage?
That would actually give you disadvantage for what's happening.
Oh,
Well,
why?
I'm trying to make sure you don't wake them up while you're tying them up.
Oh, who has? If you had to put a number on it, who has?
but
Barney is an
Oh, shit.
absolute klutz. Cannot talk. She would end up punching them in the face while trying to tie them.
No.
Okay,
Hey,
so
let's let her do it.
no, so not Davari. Odd and Louie, what you at?
if I had
If I had
a number
to-
on it, I'd say 2.
Yeah, Odd. Damn. Okay, we're all the same. Fuck it. Let's all roll them. All right, I'm working
Let's
on.
all roll.
Let's roll. I'll roll
Well,
for
you know,
the
too many hands in the pie, that's disadvantage.
No, I'm rolling for the lady.
I'm rolling for the
Shit!
I'm rolling for the man before she does that. Hey, I got
All you
mine.
had to do was not roll a 1.
I know.
In my head, I was like, as long as they don't
We're
roll
going
a
to
1,
have to kill her.
this is fine.
Chester, you've met me.
So can we say Davari was standing over the tying process and my preparation, and I was going to say this before the rolls happened, and
You were supervising me, yeah.
yeah, the plan would be that I actually just put all my weight on the woman's back and force her face into the water if she starts
Yeah,
waking.
just sit on her.
And
That's a
Athletics
valid
check.
move.
so I actually did a good sleight of hand check tying this guy.
You
up.
did. So your guy is not yet waking up. Davari, we're going to do a contested athletics check then.
Oh, okay.
'Cause you're basically trying to grapple her into the water now.
Yeah.
I actually did a good thing.
That's lame.
Can I start whispering in her head?
No, probably not.
Can I just push her head
I've got
underwater
really good
too?
news for you, Davari.
Yeah. She
Oh,
failed.
are we in combat or not?
Not really.
This isn't
I'm going to say we're
combat.
not in combat yet. This is starting combat, but you beat her by 1.
Oh my god.
Because she rolled a 1, and you beat her by 1. So you presently have her pinned under the water.
Hold her.
I'll finish tying her while you have her pinned.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, and then we'll figure out what we want
It's not going to feel good for Davari if she actually has to kill someone by smothering them in poo water.
Well, also it takes a really long time.
Yeah. It's not like normal, like real life. This is like rounds of this.
D&D characters take a long time to drown.
Weirdly, the last every single different game in this last week,
We've had to take a
look up the
drowning.
drowning.
I was just
I
thinking
paid
about
very
that.
close attention to those on Saturday. I should.
It's something in the water.
Okay, so you managed to bind both of them.
I want to check out this altar thing in the alcove to the north.
Okay, so what you actually see there is, I'll read the actual description so I don't Google it. Where did that go? Oh, and the alcove in the north wall contains a freestanding suit of plate armor missing its helm.
Does it match the helm that Buckethead's using?
Yes.
So he just like took the head. He's like, I like this one. Can I go?
It's actually possessing him right now.
I want to take it off of him without waking him up, but let's deal with the awake woman first. Who wants to just kill her real quick? Like,
I mean,
want to?
I'm not
But
exactly comfortable killing a prisoner, but I am going to go over to this dude, take off his sack helm, walk over, and then walk over to this guy, because it's only like a minute that sleep lasts anyways under skin. So, and I will remove his helmet and replace it with a sack.
and then put the helm back.
Very well.
Raise of hands before they wake up. Who just wants to kill him?
I think we should ask him what the fuck they're doing, because
We only need one alive to do that.
Yeah, I vote if we're gonna keep one alive, we keep the woman, the female awake. I've read about this in a book once, and like I'm gonna tie off. Wow, I'm echoey as crap.
Yeah.
sorry about that. It's probably suddenly one of us picking each other up.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
No.
I'm gonna. I've heard about this, and I'll just like push my tied up guy into the water with the sack there, like on his head.
It still would be easier to just cut the throat, but okay.
So you're like
kind of
first
waterboarding him.
Yeah,
Yes,
and like
that's what
I'm
I'm
essentially
thinking.
waterboarding him.
With the poo water.
Yeah,
So he drips a little bit.
with gross sewage water.
That's okay.
Got it. Okay.
Do we recognize Torture Dude?
So Louis is presently torturing the
Yeah,
no longer Buckethead, the Iron Consul.
This guy.
What are you guys doing with the female?
Well, we have her tied up and submerged at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you still drowning her?
No, the plan was Davari was going to pull her up once
Okay.
Lolo was done tying her.
Gotcha.
She's going to be looking over at Louis and going, "You better have a good reason for doing that."
I'm trying to prove. Like, I mean, I'm gonna look down. I'm like, you want me to roll you on your back?
Well, he's not saying anything. He's not there to
in the
communicate.
water.
Is
not
he
saying it.
thrashing it all, or he's just taking it?
Yeah, he's struggling, but you guys tied him up, so
Yes, he's
I
drowning.
will like flip him onto his back.
He's still drowning. Right? Like, how deep is the water?
sorry, I was doing a roll for something.
How
There-
much
there's
flotation
not.
does he get into water?
He's in heavy armor. I don't think he gets
Like, yeah, you guys are there on the stairs leading up out of the water, so it can be anywhere from
Like literally, I just
knee-deep
dicked his
to no
head
deep.
in the water. Like it's not.
I don't know why we're
The sack
hesitating
is
to
there,
kill these
so he
guys.
doesn't understand how. And I'll flip him back over. And be like, what you guys doing?
So now he's not in the water, or he's in the water.
Like, I pull his head out of the water.
Gotcha.
I don't know why we're suddenly hesitating to kill people, and unless someone stops me, I'll reach over and I will cut his throat because we're leaving her alive, and that was the conversation.
Dang.
So I am going.
Evil? Is your alignment evil?
I'm not evil, but they were in the way, and it's inconvenient for me. Which
Devani-
is,
I feel like this
people.
kind of
I feel like you're killing helpless people. You're a little bit evil.
they started it.
So I am going to throw this out there. We were going to kill them in battle. Davari is fine with killing them quickly. She's not okay with torturing them.
Yeah, just killing them.
I don't
I'm
think-
just ending it real fast.
I don't think
But
that
we're
cutting the
not going
throat
to be
will
able
be.
to drag them out of here effectively.
I feel like this argument is actually happening. Like,
Yeah, probably.
and Louis was like, oh, so are we killing them? Are we trying to get information? What are we doing?
Yup.
I think we're killing one, and Cheery
Yeah.
did it. So
Okay.
there we go.
Lolo just slit someone's throat.
Buckethead's gone now. And we're keeping her alive, and
Oh,
she
you
was
damaged
awake
my
and out
bag.
of water.
And then I'm going to pull the bag off of his head and be like,
The nasty poop water bag. Yeah, and she was awake then and saw this because we had her out
This
of the
was
water.
all intimidation.
Yep.
Yeah.
You saw that for
and
sure.
then I'm just going to throw the bag like right in front of her.
Oh, hold on.
face.
Hold on. Even better, I'm going to do it with the ball blade, one of the 2 ball curved daggers that I got off of our earlier friends.
You sure
Okay.
you're not evil?
No, I'm not evil.
Ah,
I'm very decidedly not evil. However,
yeah.
The female kind of chuckles and she says, "You sure, honey? You want a job?"
not with your shitty people, and I'll actually walk away from her and go see if I know who the victim is.
Louis gonna look at the girl and like,
You couldn't afford me.
so kind of want to know why you're here. I was actually planning on keeping your friend alive. He seemed to be in charge, but I guess you'll do.
You said you wanted the what out of character. You said you wanted the woman alive.
Oh yeah.
And Lobo listened to you and was
This is
like,
pure
"All right."
bullshit on Louis' part.
How have you tied these ones up? Like their hands, their feet? Are they hog tied?
Everything.
Lola would go, I think, at the main joints for the legs, so ankles and knees together, and then
Okay.
arms probably clasped at elbows and wrists behind her back. Does that make sense?
And,
You know
and
what
the
I
other
mean?
one's dead, so
I don't. I can't get my forearm
side up.
together behind my back. I don't know.
You can't like that.
Okay.
Push it behind your back.
So
It's
basically,
not supposed to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's not comfortable. I mean, if you'd prefer, I could have them. Ooh, I broke my fucking monitor again. No. Wait, I'll be right back. Hold on.
this is why we can't have nice things.
I fixed it. No. It's when we set it up again. Anyway.
So
sometimes
she's
they-
probably laying on her chest at this point with her arms tied behind her back, probably the wrists lashed off to the ankles.
Mhm.
And when you start asking her questions, she's like trying to swing her shoulder completely ineffectively at you.
Okay, that's fine.
Not
I'm
you.
just waving the like with my dagger, just waving the poo-soaked bag in front of her face. I'm like, you seriously? I don't think you want to wear this, and unless you give us something useful,
You get the bag.
you get the bag.
And we're not going to do anything to you. We'll just let you sit here in the smell,
Yeah.
and then we'll come ask you again in a few hours.
So this
She
is
responds with-
probably
Bang
Not-
right in your soul.
this is probably not going to work because she's going to have advantage on the saving throw. But Davari is
It's not combat.
no,
I mean,
she's
you
going
don't
to
know
have,
that. But
okay. Well, fine. I need her to do a wisdom saving throw as Davari pinches like the bridge of her nose and invokes her demonic heritage and charmed personages the woman.
I can't make this shit up. She got the 20. She rolled 20 for a 21.
Yes, sir.
I'm not making this up. This is getting ridiculous.
Ah.
I am going to go ahead and I'm just gonna sit down and kind of contemplate my rations, and then be like, oh, throw them out in the like. There's no way I'm eating this.
There's proof because these 20s are getting ridiculous.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm
however, she's gonna actually. Oh my gosh!
Oh no! Did she just escape?
No, I'm going to have her pretend that she's charmed, and I shit you not, she rolled another 20. These are in the chat for reference.
Sir, I'm sick of you and your
Are
nonsense.
they in the chat? Because we can't see your rolls.
I'm seeing them. He sent pictures of them in the Facebook.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
I,
because when I use their character sheets, it keeps it hit into the GM. So I just took pictures and sent them. But the date timestamps there too, on the right from my laptop. This is getting ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm
I
rolling.
got to go ahead and, as she pretends to come under the effect of my charm person, can I do an insight check?
well,
Yes,
give
you
me a
can
second on charm
try.
person because I think you know if it succeeds or not.
Let me pull it up. Charm person. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything to harm it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When
Yeah.
spell
No,
ends,
it doesn't say anything. So it doesn't.
no, it would know that I charmed it at the end of it.
Yep. So if you can roll an insight check if you want. You're gonna have to beat a 20, or you believe that she is bestied up.
I'm probably not going to be able to beat a 20, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage? Because if I did, then I would beat it. But...
Nope. I think she thinks we're besties.
Yep. You totally believe like serene calm came over her when you cast your spell, and she just gets like this. Hey, look, like she's drunk, basically. Drunk with love.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts.
Why? Metagamer.
It's not my fault.
Actually, because that is something Odd would do, because Davari asking the questions could spur...
And I get like any kind of
I'm kind of shit at asking questions, so this is probably the go-to.
I want that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Why, metagamer? It was so bad. I had a plan that wasn't going to be metagaming, but definitely was.
I had a plan that would involve me
Like-
actually using my extremely high persuasion checks and my class abilities. But okay.
No, I was just going to.
If I had it rolled a 20, I would have probably played this much cooler. But the
Yeah.
fact that I rolled that many 20s in a
That many
row,
20s
like,
in a row.
it's like I can't do this without telling you that this happened because no one's
Yeah.
gonna believe me later.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just going to say, if at some point they decide, well, she's our friend, we should untie her, that's when I was going to intervene. Because,
You need a wisdom save?
What's that?
Odd? You need a wisdom save for detect thoughts?
I get at first it's just surface thoughts unless I decide to probe further. Then it's a wisdom save. So what's her surface
You get
thoughts at the
surface
moment?
thoughts for free?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always surface.
Her surface thoughts is, I'm gonna gut this bitch first chance I get.
And I'm just like, she's saying that she's going to gut you when the first chance she gets.
And she goes,
So
what?
So
From the
it
other-
didn't happen.
What? No, I would never.
From the other side of the room, I'm over there and I'm like, should just kill her.
We need to know what's going on. Listen, I'm not gonna
Could add
threaten
to
you.
the torture victim.
I'm not gonna threaten you. I'm not gonna treat you like you treated. By the way, what's his name? We need to
Yeah.
wake him up, and I would really
Well-
like to know his name.
I don't want to wake him up yet, but you took the bag off, so do we recognize him?
You'll have to roll for that.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, if you have like this knowledge local thing anymore, right?
No, it's not.
No, not really.
There's
What do we got here?
history.
Yeah, there's
He's religious. Is he a religious figure? Yes. Conveniently for me.
It could be a straight charisma or intelligence check to see if
Yeah,
it's going
I'll take a intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
so I probably don't.
I
Davari
got
does. Davari's got this.
Davari does recognize him.
Yay! Who is it?
Anyone else rolling? I've got Davari and Lolo. Anyone else care to look?
I would have looked when I removed the bag, but I don't really care. Yeah, apparently I really don't care. I was like, I want the bag. Let's go.
I just want this.
Gotcha. So for Davari, you have definitely seen this man before. His father is one of the lower ranked patriarchs. His name is Klim Jotho.
Hold on. How do you spell it?
I'm gonna just
Thank you. Is it CLIM?
No, it's
Put
because
it in, babe.
why would they make it easy? It's Klim Jotho.
Son of a lower rank patriarch, you said?
Yes, he is human. He is wearing nothing but a loincloth. And he is. Actually, since you rolled a 20, I'm going to give you more than that. His mother is dead. His father, that's the lower ranking patriarch, has been of ill health lately. He has 3 younger siblings. And the family gets their wealth because they own a trading coster.
Okay, so I'm going to not be close enough where this woman could try to kick me in her bindings, but I'm going to kind of like squat down with my mace as like a prop for my head and go, so what interest did you have in my friend Katie, and why were you thinking Klim here would know anything about him?
How close would you say your face is to hers?
Headbutt range or no?
No, like I said, I am squatting down so I can actually not look down at her, but I am.
Oh, I thought you were like right in front of her face.
No.
I was gonna have her make it like really creepy, awkward, and like lick your nose, but never mind, since you didn't get close enough for that.
No, I
Well,
specifically said I was out of range of her trying to kick me, which would include her licking or kissing or headbutting me.
Well, she's still trying to convince you that Odd is lying, and that she would never do such a thing.
Let me lick your face, like friends do.
So
it's totally fine because Odd is still listening to her surface thoughts. So
yeah, so as long as she's bringing those up.
So she looks at you and she says, "Well, this Katie guy," and like she's total girlfriend about this, right? This Katie guy has been poking his nose into places he shouldn't be in, asking questions he shouldn't be asking.
Yeah, that sounds about like me.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
And she like takes that like super like smile that she's giving Davari, and she like turns and looks at Louis, and her face just like turns frown. She's like, "Step closer so I can bite you right now."
Yeah, no.
What are her surface thoughts though?
Yeah.
For Odd.
They marry almost exactly what she just said. Like she told you a statement that was her response, like that was legit.
Oh man, I could push this further, but I'm like with Chester's rolls.
I'm just
right.
I'm looking at her and just so here's the thing. Right now I have you for kidnapping. And then I turn. What did you say his name was, Davari?
Klim. His name's Klim.
Klim person. Lolo over there, she just wants to gut you like your friend over there.
I'm bored.
I got the knife.
Odd, he's digging around in your. If I know anything about Odd, she's digging around in your skull right now. Odd, what's she thinking right now?
What is she thinking?
There's a flash of panic.
Mm-hmm. She's panicking a little bit,
and then a giggle,
and then she's
like, "I hope he comes inside."
God damn you, Chester!
Louis can't help but giggle himself on it. Like,
So are you talking about Louis here? Because Odd is adorable. Definitely a female.
Yeah, Louis giggles a little bit.
She doesn't know who's who.
But
You guys are very game tags.
While
We need
Odd
name
is
tags. That's what we need.
but at which point, but me, I'm just a frail old man with a forgetful memory, and sometimes I just feel so bad for people that are tied up, and I'm really bad with faces and names, and maybe I could forget what was happening, or at least who was involved, if I just understood a little bit more of what was happening here.
Or you could lean down here like I'm gonna whisper something in your ear so I can bite it off.
I mean, no. That's super rude.
And she like rolls her head back to look at Davari and puts on that like huge like plastic smile again. She's like, "You deserve better than that clown."
She blinks and goes, "What are you talking about?" And
Oh
she
no,
points
that's
to
super
Lolo.
true, Davari. That is super true.
She blinks and she hopes Lolo understands what she's doing, trying to throw this woman off, and goes, "What are you talking about? That's my girlfriend."
Oh, I knew you were someone I liked.
I like her more.
You
Can I
should bring
kill
your
her?
friend down and party with us sometime.
I don't like your kind of parties.
That's not what your choice of weapon says, dear.
Oh no, I took this from one of your little babies upstairs. The
But
other
it
one
fits your
too.
hands so good.
Most weapons do. I mean, I'm not really strong enough for like the maces and stuff, but I've got one.
Seriously.
How did it feel when you gutted my friend? Did
Oh, I
it
didn't
feel
got him. I
good?
just slit his throat. You need an
Yeah,
anatomy
and
lesson.
yeah. Also, I'm not sure that gutting somebody would add to the decor here. You've got a certain thing going, and I don't know if viscera is really.
She
No,
looks at Davari and she says, "I bet she enjoyed it."
Odd, you getting anything?
Anything?
Not
That's a
sane or
sick-twisted
useful.
bitch right there.
Yeah, I'm like not sane or useful. So in more seriousness, since she's kind of done playing the role now, Lolo's going to invasive thoughts Davari and say, "Look, I was playing the bit earlier, but they're not going to give us anything. They're fucking mental. Can I just kill them?"
And
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that it might be time for a mace to the face and get this over with. And
if they look like they're about to start doing things, I'm going to probe deeper, and so she could have her wisdom saving throw. See if I can get something out of it. But Chester in his grand 20s.
Yeah, if Davari sounds like she agrees, then I'll look at Nod. We've done this. So meaningful eye contact and a nod, and you can probe deeper. I'm sure she
You
likes
only
it.
rolled a 7 on her will save.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
So what does that let you do, Odd?
I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
My bet is cool.
She very much fears her god Bane, who she is a devout adherent of. Important to her right now is finding out the identity of this Kaylee Derudin, because that's her assignment. And she also really, really wants to bite someone and hopefully die in battle.
Do you
And
guys know that?
Yeah, I just relay all that. I'm like, she's so stupid. She doesn't even realize that we have Katie Druden right here. Grandpa!
We've told her that I'm Katie. Wow, that's a special. But no, does Odd share about the dying in battle thing?
Yeah, I share it all.
I just look at like there's a lot of water here, and I just start freezing it with chill touch. I'm like, I mean, I think this counts as dying in battle. You dying from being killed by your enemies, but I'm not sure Bane is exactly up on like the semantics of it. And if you freeze to death in here or starve to death, is that really dying in battle?
Bane David's a loser.
And she starts like rocking and like trying to break at her bonds.
I'm gonna start freezing the water at her feet.
End her before she breaks free, and we have to actually combat again. Just
So
Come on,
Davari is going to pray to the Morning Lord briefly, and she's probably actually going to start thrashing in front of her even more so as I am praying for this poor woman's soul. And then I'm going to take my mace and I'm going to smash her face in.
yeah, 10 out of
Know
10.
what the
Tavara,
DC
you
is?
know you're just giving her what she wants, right? As you,
What is the DC to break rope? Does anyone know?
it depends on
yeah.
the rope. It's a strength. It's just temp rope, right? So it's the DC
Should have been.
15 strength check.
So the 22 strength check that I just rolled is definitely like.
Rope, whether made from.
Anyways, yes, a strength 22 check definitely breaks the rope.
So yeah,
I'm gonna cut and paste it. 'cause
that one's not green, but it's still a 22.
I'm pasting it because I googled it.
So
and found it.
in her like thrashing that gets super intense when Davari starts praying, like that rope just snaps.
Great. I smash her face in. Hopefully she can't dodge out of my way, but
Nope, she's still prone and technically working her way out of binding.
So you have advantage on the attack, love.
okay. Well, I still don't think a 14 hits.
No, it does not.
Can I make my attack roll my Ray of Frost since I was
Yes.
literally...
Yeah. I mean, I think the rope breaking surprised her as much as it did you because I wasn't expecting to roll.
That's the last time we get cheap rope.
I'm mad because that was my rope.
So
Change from now on.
So I
basically,
missed two.
everyone's totally shocked about the fact that she just snapped this rope and is rolling free. Yeah. So, do you want to just keep the same initiative to keep that going?
Sure.
God, it's like I'm a sorcerer and I'm right next to her. This is not good.
I think all of us are like surrounding her right now.
Yeah, so we have like flanking, but it's still.
As she's breaking free, I want to make some snarky comment about how Bane is all bronze, no brain, skill, anything. I'm just taunting her because
her total lack of weapons. Actually, no, she's got the black gauntlet because that's still on there.
Yeah, I don't think we took her gauntlets off.
We didn't take her armor. We didn't do any of that.
I was going to until everybody.
So, yeah, that's enough for top of the initiative order. Her to take a lunge at Lolo. in the
Good,
face.
bring it. Do it. I've got my special thingy
Oh, wait.
bobber going.
Is she jealous?
For attack of 15 AC for 6 bludgeoning damage.
15 AC does hit, you said, for 6?
Yep.
Okay, that takes away 6 of my armor, but since I have the armor, she takes, what was it, 10 cold.
Yep.
So now I have 4 left to my armor. That's why I taunted
like
her.
earlier. Like,
Ice cold.
people so fucking cold.
I got acid in my veins. I actually say that just because I want to.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
I got ice in my veins.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that. And then she is actually going to try and make a run for it now that she's given you a physical rebuke. So if she moves, oh, you and your silly SZs. She moves here, she invokes the attack of opportunity from
Louis.
Yep,
Louis,
you
Lolo,
two get
Three of them.
opportunities
and
first.
Damari.
Yeah,
And
there's 3.
So all 3 of you get the chance to do an attack of opportunity as she tries to go
all
there.
4 of us.
And if she somehow survives all those, she's going to keep going. So Odd'll get 1 then after that.
Sorry, I missed everything. What?
You get an
You guys
attack of
have-
opportunity.
Okay.
Yep. She's trying to make, after she hit you, she's trying to make a run for it.
15 for me.
20 for me.
So Davari's a hit.
Oh, does this have to be with a melee weapon?
Yep, not unless you have a feat.
Don't you have your wicked curved dagger that you had from...
Oh, it's not on my attacks anymore because roll 20. What
Uh-huh.
is it for a dagger for me as a sorcerer?
It would be what? Yeah. Well, you rolled a d6. Oh, that was Davari rolled a d6.
Yeah, that was me
damage.
rolling my damage. Sorry.
Dagger's a D4.
It would be 1d20 plus your attack bonus plus your dexterity modifier.
And for the damage, it would be a D4 plus your Dex modifier.
I'm just not here. Let me.
Unless your strength modifier is higher.
No, definitely not. All right, so here, I don't think
It's
I have
probably
it.
1d20 plus.
Yeah,
3.
just +2. I don't have.
You don't have the dex modifier either.
No, my dex mod's a 2, but I
Then
don't
it's-
have a.
Then it's
Four.
1d20
Oh, it's 4.
plus 4 because you're proficient in daggers.
Oops, I put 44. That would be nice. Oh, yeah, I probably don't hit anyway. All that for nothing.
So both of us take swipes with our daggers, but Devori's able to clock her.
Yeah.
All right. Neither of you managed to land. However, Davari does get a very solid strike in that completely drops her face first into the water.
Nice.
Unconscious.
Unconscious or dead?
Dead, because you didn't say subdual or anything. So yeah, dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, running away doesn't count as dying in battle. And then
Bane would be disappointed. And I want to check out that gauntlet.
Yeah, I want to check out that gauntlet too.
I want to go check out the guy that is.
I did earlier, and everyone was on dead.
It's like we're looking for treasure. The guy is not treasure.
Well,
How do you know? He could be a treasure.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So
He's a treasure to someone.
for those inspecting that black gauntlet, it is very typical. Basically, the holy symbol of the Fists of Bane is they get a metal gauntlet and they paint it black and they wear it on their right fist.
Is this indicative of like a certain level of initiation?
That they are minimum a Fist of Bane.
Okay. Is there anything special other than that about it, magically or whatever?
Just that
How would you like
monster is
to
being
determine
fisted
that?
by Bane.
Huh? Everyone talked at once. Sorry.
I said,
what?
how would you like to determine that?
Well, I'm not good with the magic, so I'll leave someone else to do that. But can I make like a religious check to see
A
if this is
sorceress or a warlock or one of the two?
Yeah, but I only have a 2.
Just
Can
check
I-
it out.
Can I persuade it to tell me its secrets? Okay.
Do you
Um,
have detect magic at all?
No.
I don't.
No.
Can I do a history check on it? Well, I'm not there. I'm gonna talk to this dude.
Yeah, I want to see if it gives them. If I would know religiously if it gives any special anythings.
I mean, it can be enchanted, or it
Oh,
could just be a holy symbol.
Okay, so it's not inherently.
No, it could just be their holy symbol, or it could be enchanted.
Okay.
So I do have detect magic, but that's not going to tell me what it actually does.
But it will tell you if it's magic or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, I could do that. I could also cast it as a ritual, but that's going to be 10 minutes, and I don't think that's really worth it.
Oh, we're gonna have to wake up Clem, which Louis is currently doing.
Yeah, we'll be here for a minute anyway.
Yeah.
You can go for it.
All right, I will go ahead and detect magic as a ritual then.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, it is a ritual. Sorry,
Yep,
I
it
had to
is.
double
So you
check
can go ahead and start that process. Clem is quite easy to wake up.
I actually do like take off my cloak, and like cover him before I wake him up, and like, then just kind of poke him in the head. Hey, morning sunshine.
What? You've saved me. Oh, blessed be the gods. Oh,
Blessed
Thank you
be
so
Katie Dorudin.
what? You?
They sent me.
I don't know
No,
you.
not
They
me.
don't know you. What?
Katie sent me, not me. I'm Louis.
Well, whoever that is, you better warn them that these things, they want it pretty bad for some reason.
What's this?
Oh, I need you to get me out of here. Listen, my family has money. If you get me out of here, there will be a generous reward for my safe return. I promise you.
Told
father-
you he was a treasure.
You got me. You totally Get me out of here, please.
Would you be willing to be my date for the party the
Just-
upcoming night?
I look
Whatever you want, I'll
crestfallen
pay it.
and
I
like
don't
I forgot
care.
about that party.
Just get me out of here. Come on, please, before someone else comes.
Okay, let's get you out of here. You good to trudge through a bunch of gross water?
I don't care. I just want to go home.
While this is happening, what's over here?
Hold on, let me.
We gotta
did-
maximize on the treasure.
Yeah, I know we're leaving and everything, but what's this way?
Do we find anything else on the bodies before I start my ritual?
The iron console has a medallion with the symbol of Vane on it around his neck. They had the weapons, so there was a spear, a wooden shield, and a mace. Both of them were wearing chainmail. There is the bucket helmet that you guys have seen, the black gauntlet.
Well, I put the bucket helmet back on the altar.
Oh, you on the altar or on the suit of armor that's in the alcove?
In the suit of armor in the alcove.
Okay. So then there is a suit of plate armor that now has a bucket on top of it.
Are there symbols on that are religious in nature?
Symbols on what?
Anything on that armor, that whole suit?
The armor, I need an investigation check if you're going to check out the armor.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do that.
So the armor is all fused together, like artistically, so that it's not serviceable for wear anymore.
Well, darn.
You can actually see now that actually Louis probably noticed it when he put the bucket helm back, that it at one point was welded to the suit, but clearly the iron console guy had broken those welds when he ripped off that helmet.
But is this a religious icon in any way?
Roll a religion check for that.
Another 17?
Oh, you have advantage on that? What? Oh, there. Sorry. I was like, he got a 17 as his second roll.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was like,
Okay.
wait, what? Got it. You don't think so? It doesn't look familiar to you at all, but
Okay.
you also aren't like super into the Dead Threes
Because they suck.
saints and
They're
What?
garbage.
what's that?
I said because they suck.
Sure.
Because their ideas are garbage.
Well, they're dead in theory, so.
And
There's that
also,
too.
I would like to ask, after I get Clem up and kind of like moving,
Uh-huh.
I am going to investigate the altar that he was on. See if there's
So as soon as you release Clem, there is a noise that goes off. Like literally, as soon as the manacle like clicks open.
Is that a good? I'm actually. This is in character. Was that a good sound or a bad sound?
Bad
And-
sound.
Probably bad.
Initiative rolls, please.
Yeah, bad sound.
Bad sound.
It is a bad sound. I need to bring that up actually.
Good Lord, I give up. I quit. I'm quitting D&D. I'm out. It's done. It was a good run, guys.
Are you going to tell us why we had the initiative, and then we'll come up.
I will, yes, divulge that momentarily. I'm bringing it up so I can roll my initiative as well and not be
BRB.
holding things up. All right. So that for me this time is there's two of them, so I need. I'll just go 8 and 9.
Are we going to do this fight now? Because it's already almost 8.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I don't work tomorrow.
Oh, I do.
I work.
Yeah, I think Scott had just requested that we find out what we're fighting and then go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, this is terrible. I'm almost out of spells.
I have 2
So-
spells left.
Highest initiative is Louis with 18.
Uh-huh.
Who's next?
That would be Davari at 10.
All right, who's next?
Odd at 8.
We're so awesome.
Okay. And what do you have, Lolo?
Lolo is 4.
Lolo is 4. Awesome. So she is last.
Now I have 3 calm emotion spells, but it probably won't help in this.
They absolutely will not. So right after you hear that boom sound, you hear the sound of metal on metal tearing as the gauntlets on that suit of armor detach themselves and float away.
Oh,
Just like now they're floating gauntlets. And they are coming at you guys. But we can take a break there and pick it up next Monday.
Right before we fade to black, I yell, I don't think Dissonant Whispers is gonna help on this one this time, guys.
Hopefully, some other people show up this next time.
Some people that don't rely on psychic damage. That
Yeah.
would be good.
So yeah,
Because there's
thank you all for coming for our first Monday night session of Descent.